I'm Mindy Valcarcel, the Medicine Channel Director for DVM360.com, and I'm here with Portia Stewart, who is the Team Channel Director, and with Dr. Elizabeth Colleran. Dr. Colleran is the owner of Chico Hospital for Cats, as well as Cat Hospital of Portland. And one thing she also is the spokesperson for the AAFP initiative on cat-friendly practice. So Dr. Colleran, the cat-friendly practice has been around for about 2 years now. What have been your most successes? What are you excited about?
We're really excited about the fact that we've certified over 700 practices. We have 700 more in the pipeline, so we're on our way to over 1,000 certified practices, and that's really super exciting. And we're getting some data too back that's saying that people are seeing more cats. They're actually showing increased revenue in their practices. So we're going to continue to collect that data, but that's really exciting.
Very cool. What challenges have you faced that maybe you didn't anticipate, if any?
One of the things we've had to work out is how to deal with individual practices questions. So we've developed a task force approach to that where it's filtered through our organization, the AAFP's management staff, and then they sort of parse them out to us so that we can help them get over these obstacles. It turns out it's taking more personal attention to help people solve problems than we expected. But it's fine, and we worked it all out. It's working great.
That's great. And I know that one obstacle can be, I'm a veterinarian, and I really don't like working with cats, and I'm afraid my clients can see that. What solutions would you have for veterinarians like that?
In a multiple doctor practice, you need to find the doctor that does like cats and turn them all over to that person, because people can really pick up on it. But the other thing to think about is to think a little bit differently about cats. If you want to think of them as a business opportunity, the single biggest financial opportunity for small animal practices in the current climate is seeing more cats. We know that we're not seeing thousands of cats every year, and if we started bringing those back in, so we can make a business case out of it. If you don't want to like cats personally, fine, like the fact that you can increase your business.
Awesome.
Dr. Colleran, can we talk a bit about the team members' role, and what are some strategies that your team members use that really make it easier for the cats to be brought into the clinic and really help communicate with clients to get the pets in?
We use the front office staff really heavily to do that, but the most important thing way before any of that is to gather the whole team together, and we talk about what our goals are, and we try to make it a completely total team commitment. And when we do that, those are the ones that are most successful. They're the ones that certify most quickly. They're the ones that are most enthusiastic, and they're seeing the biggest results. So it's the whole team. We've got to get them all engaged.
And what are some of the things you say to get them on board and excited about?
Well, it's easy. You talk to the owner about money, and then you talk to the support staff about how exciting it would be if they never had to scruff another cat. They do feel bad sometimes about how they interact with cats, and they feel badly about how the cats react to them. We all get an emotional relationship with our patients, and if that's not going well, we don't feel good about it. So we want to give them ways to feel good about how they interact with cats, and if they handle them differently, if they have a different experience, they're very proud of themselves when that works.
Right. And you and I were talking a few minutes ago. First Line has been very passionate about talking about pet bites in practice, and you mentioned that you don't really have that experience of team members are not usually bitten in your practice.
No, it's been a long time since anybody was bitten in my practice, and the reason for that isn't because I have some great armor that they all wear, but rather that we've learned ways to keep bites from happening. If cats aren't aroused, if they aren't fearful, they won't bite. And you can count on that to be the case. So if we keep the arousal level down, we keep their fear under control, we read their body language way early before there's an action taken by the cat that's unpleasant. We start teaching the staff members how to read cat ears, how to read whiskers, how to make sure they're looking at pupil size and what that tail's doing. Then once they do that, then they know how to react. And we just don't have it happen anymore.
That's excellent.
I know that we're coming on, and you were thinking about new initiatives coming up. Like, what are your plans for the future for this initiative?
That's a really good question coming right now, because next spring we're going to have a strategic planning meeting for the entire task force and the team to relook at cat-friendly practice and the feedback we've gotten from survey work we're doing, basically to find out where do we go from here. What do they need? What kind of resources, what education materials, what outreach can we do to get more practices interested? Where should we be going to interest small animal practice in this huge opportunity? So those are the things we're going to be looking at next year. I can tell you for sure that the biggest piece of this is going to be marketing to cat owners to look for a cat-friendly practice. So our biggest marketing initiative now is going to be driving people into cat-friendly practices.